Hey guys, Taylem here, and in this video we're going to take on weather mods for Skyrim Special Edition. Now the reason why I'm broaching this topic is I am doing a new Skyrim Special Edition build that I'm going to turn into a playthrough for the channel, and I thought it might be interesting to do a little interaction with you guys. I am thinking about streaming on late Sunday nights to go over the mods with you guys, but for this video we're going to go into weather mods. But I'm not going to do it in kind of the conventional sense where I'm going to talk about it, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to now present to you guys a quick little showcase, which is going through the 5 mods that I have narrowed down my list to. It's going to show you the different weathers in various different locations. And then at the end of the video, I will go ahead and tell you which one I chose, why. And hey, if you guys chose something different, that's okay. Why don't you tell me down in the comments which one you liked and which ones you perhaps didn't like too much. All right, guys, enjoy the showcase. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the showcase. Were you able to pick the one that I did? It's okay if you didn't. Well, to save the suspense, I decided to go with Vivid Weathers, predominantly because of its MCM menu, which is fairly extensive and has great customization. It's also the fact that in most places it looks beautiful. I mean, yes, there are some mods that do certain areas maybe a little bit better, but the overall scope of Vivid Weathers just ends up being superior. And also like the fact that Vivid Weathers just touches on the exteriors. It doesn't bother with the interiors, which I usually use ELFX for. But I will be doing another video going over interiors and trying to make a choice for that one, so look out for that video. Alright guys, I'm going to do a little playthrough now here for you. Just jump on, show you Vivid Weathers, run around a little bit, and maybe try to convince you to go with my choice. Or not, it's okay. Hey guys, Taylem here, and here we are in Riverwood, the town that we're all very much familiar with. And as you can see, Vivid Weathers looks fantastic. Now, I do not have any texture mods installed. I do not have any LOD mods installed, no water mods, hence why the water looks a bit like a flowing vat of saliva. Much better than Skyrim looked like in the Legacy Edition, absolutely, but it still looks very thick and honestly not very pleasant to jump in and take a bath. But that is not the point of this video. We will deal with water at another time. For now, we are just going to take a fantastic look at this beautiful clear day. Just take in all the beauty that is Vivid Weathers. Now, the MCM menu is actually fairly nice. Let's go ahead and jump right in there. We're going to go here to configuration. As you can see, I do not have much installed, just the basics, in order to present this video to you with as little interference from the UI as possible. Now with saturation, you actually have the option here of colorizing your Skyrim how you like, because originally with the EMBs, you had to do a lot more tweaking to get the colors how you dislike it. Some people like that bleak, you know, kind of miserable look, and others like that like really extreme, really vivid look. So I'm going to go ahead and change these to every single setting so you can see what they look like. Now each setting of course will be a certain subtle change from the one previous, so I'm going to try to go to a, this looks like a good area. You got some trees and some water here. Okay, now remember this image. We're gonna, for a brief second after I close the menu, you'll be able to see the previous setting before it switches over. So if you're quick with the eye, you can tell the transition a little bit. We're going to jump right into the bleak. We're going to go like to the far extreme. And we're going to check that out. Okay, let's escape. And boom. As you can see, the color just seemed to be pulled from the scene. And everything looks really cold. One thing about Skyrim is it's supposed to be cold even when it's sunny. Because if any of you have lived in a very Nordic country, you will know that even the sunny days can be quite brisk. Okay. Now let's go ahead and let's add some color back into this. Let's go back into Vivid Weathers, configuration, and let's step it back up to just low and see if you can kind of, if your eye can pick up the gentle increase of color. It's just a little bit, just enough, boop, pulls it out a bit more. And honestly, if you're going to go for a more bleak, colder Skyrim, the low setting is actually nice. It adds enough color to make it look real, but not too much where it doesn't look like everything's warming up. It still looks like it's cold. Definitely feels like it is still Skyrim. Now this is probably the setting I may actually end up using. We go up here and stare at somebody.
Here for work. Get an axe.
They look like they got some color in them, despite the cold weather.
Did I see you talking to Sven?
Oh, no, I was not talking to Sven. Leave me alone.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Stay away from him if I were you.
Let's go back into the mod configuration, and we'll step it up to back to default. This is how it was when we were first in here. As you can see, the color comes back even more, and you know, in general, the default is nice. It's not too extreme, but it's getting to that point to where the warmth feels like it may be pulled from the scene. Not too bad. It still looks like it can be presented as cold. So So it's not an objectionable choice. Now from here on out, you really start getting that fantasy feel to it. But for me, it's like the chill from the air is being heated. So let's go ahead and turn it up to high. And as you can see, the color starts to really pop. I mean, everything appears really vibrant. And for me, as I said, for me, it just feels like it's too warm. Too much. But some people may like it, as the color scheme is still beautiful. Now, we're going to go ahead and kick it up another notch to maximum here. At least with the presets. Put it on Vivid. Exit out of here. And boom. The colors really get pulled out. And as you can tell, from just the vanilla textures, it looks really nice. Especially if your eyes are used to Legacy Edition Skyrim, where everything is really just, ugh. You know, the shadows are terrible, the anti-aliasing is garbage. Oh, but we loved the game anyway, didn't we, folks? Yes, we did. It didn't seem to matter in the end. But even the really vivid setting is, it's really beautiful. Now, some of these other settings, you can actually fine-tune it a little bit more. You could adjust the bloom. You can turn it all the way to low if you don't like kind of that ambient glow on everything. We could set the contrast to not be as sharp. Let's just put that all to ultra, see what happens. Sunlight, we can turn that down low. It's not nighttime, so we're really not going to change the moonlight a bit. As you can see, everything just shifts a bit. Sunlight really starts to shine. The contrast is quite a bit duller. Actually, it is turned up. You can really, using the MCM, just quickly and efficiently set these settings to how you like them. And that's the reason why, in the end, I chose Vivid Weathers. Manga Club really works hard on keeping this updated. And that is a really good thing in a mod author. Because the mod author's job is very difficult. Not only do they have to be creative and build a mod, not only do they have to deal with the nincompoops in the community, but they have to constantly deal with keeping the mod up to date. Especially when, after years of Skyrim, and the Skyrim, you know, beginning to no longer receive updates, the DLCs ended, and everything just kind of went into a lull, where people just got comfortable pumping out their mods, which unfortunately became predominantly pretty disturbing stuff. I will be honest with you here. But with the introduction of Special Edition, there's like this hustle. You know, the SKSE has to get out, the Sky UI has to get out. All these things have to be ported over, and right now, Skyrim Special Edition modding is pretty much in its infancy. It's a lot of things have to start over and have to be redone. And unfortunately, a lot of the big guys that used to mod back in when Skyrim first came out, the first couple years, aren't really doing it anymore. So a lot of new blood has to come in and pick up the pieces. And that's what we're pretty much waiting for. But some of the old guys, they stick around and they continue to do beautiful work. You know, Manga Club, Gopher, Arthmore. They're out there really pulling the punches to get Special Edition updated to a fantastic performance level. Because we all want to mod Special Edition since we can mod it so much better than the original. Anyway, a bit of a offshoot in the conversation there. Now you can see the color kind of got pulled back, the contrast and everything got readjusted. And this is just your basic default. But what I'm thinking is that I may actually go to the low setting just to have that little more chill feeling in the air. But I'm not quite going to do that until I get all my textures decided upon and the water. Because I want to have everything set before I start adjusting the color. I don't want to be definitive on anything right now. But as you can see with my choice, Vivid Weathers is just that. Now some of the other choices, you know, like Dolomite, in some areas it looked really beautiful, but the mod author is banned from the Nexus by his request, I guess, and he's just gone. And that means it's no longer going to be updated. And because of that fact, I really didn't look at it beyond the initial showcase. ELFX has amazing interiors. Their exteriors, I wasn't really sold too much on, even though the clouds looked fantastic during the rainy weather and the cloudy weather. A lot of the other mods were just, they didn't offer enough for me to just dismiss Vivid Weathers with his awesome MCM menu. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this little weather discussion. I hope you're sold on Vivid Weathers. It's not like they're paying me. This is just my choice, so I like to try to convince people my point of view. I mean, that we all do that, right? Alright guys, this is Taylem, and I will see you in the next Skyrim modding video.